I filed on them in my own court, U.S. District Court in Common Law Remedy Federal Judiciary. I filed treason, kidnap, grand larceny on the sheriff of this county and the judge when they tried to put me in jail for 37 years, false charges. I could take that shit off anybody, especially when we pay their salaries and they're supposed to work for us. Stay within your family unit. Get out of debt as quick as you can if you're in debt. Raise the garden. Get out of the big cities. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, the fluoridated water, and all that crap. They're forcing one world government. What we need to do, what we all need to do, and it ain't going to happen, is stick together. United we stand, divided we fall. Because people think that the government's protecting us from Al-Qaeda. They are Al-Qaeda. The banking system is the same as the people on the head of the insurance companies, the pharmaceuticals. They're all in the same. They're all the same people. They're all in the same club, and it's a handful. And then you can read all their repressive laws. You can read the Federal Reserve Act and see what that's all about. The Social Security Act is evil. Children don't contract. When you receive a Social Security account, Social Security number, it's in the hospital as a baby. Your parents should not allow the hospital to assign a Social Security contract number because children don't contract. That's the way they hold you in your all cap letters straw man, your all cap letters corporate trade name, responsible to pay off the debt that they created and that we incurred. They own everybody, legally but unlawfully. If you look up the 10 planks of the Communist Manifesto, it's U.S. government to the letter. There's some U.S. law backing every plank of the Communist Manifesto. A U.S. law. Progressive income tax is communism. Owning children and Social Security for our future labor, our future slavery. Indoctrinating our kids in a public school system. Property taxation, and a couple others. 10 planks of the Communist Manifesto. This hasn't been a country since Lee surrendered to Grant. That's what the Civil War is about, making one world government. Making slaves out of all of us. It was not about repealing slavery to the black folks. It was about making slaves out of all of us of all colors. Doing business. When Lee surrendered to Grant, there was 600,000 dead people. The World Bank funded the Civil War. The Rothschild family line, the main banksters. The gangsters known as the banksters. The Rothschild family line has been around for hundreds of years. They funded the North and the South to pit brother against brother, cousin against cousin, father against son, state against state. We were United States of America, the country up to and prior to the Civil War. When Lee surrendered to Grant, it wouldn't have made any difference if Grant surrendered to Lee. We were in turmoil and chaos, in need of reconstruction, but we'll never be United States of America again. It's over. Unless we just demand that we need to get our... See, the Constitution don't exist unless you enact it for yourself. That's part of the plan too. It was suspended in 1935 by Roosevelt with the War Powers Act and the Social Security Act. And Bush and Obama use it to this day, called executive privilege. Right now, Obama and Eric Holder, U.S. Attorney General, are in contempt of Congress, should be impeached and deported. Eric Holder wouldn't divulge any information about what he knew on Operation Fast and Furious, where the ATF was sold weapons, probably still selling weapons to the Mexican drug lords to kill their people and our people toward gun control. I wouldn't be surprised at that shooter up at the Aurora in that theater where they were showing the new Batman. If he wasn't trained to go there and kill them people toward gun control, trained by Al-Qaeda. It's Al-Qaeda. Wake up! Send that tape to them bastards. They don't scare me. Put it on YouTube video. They don't intimidate me. They don't scare me. I'm not afraid of the cops. If a person's got an IQ much over 105, they're overqualified to be a cop. They don't want no free thinker, just told what to do and ask no questions. Revenue collectors after the fact. And what were a lot of cops? Not all of them, but a lot of them bullied as kids, so they run around with a gun on the hip. They're no more than thugs and bullies. There's a lot of innocent people in jail that some lawyer, some lying sack of shit lawyer, intimidate them to plea bargain to something they didn't even do, so they wouldn't spend so some jury wouldn't sentence them. And in fact, they're innocent. DNA has proven a lot of that. They're having to turn a bunch of them loose. They even got colored people in Angola, Angola prison that have been in solitary over 40 years in a 6 by 8 by 12-foot room. But we might as well re-elect Obama. I'll tell you why. The enemy we know is better than just having to learn a new enemy like Romney. They're all our enemy. They don't care about the people. Somebody made a plea to Obama and Romney to think about your children. Think about this raping the planet with these big corporations. Oil spills and global warming brought on by man, carbon fuels. Obama and Romney's children are fine. They got all the money in the world. They can eat the best of foods and keep their immune system up. Obama and Romney don't give a shit about our children. They got blood on their hands. People say, well, you want to be king of this castle? Hell no, there ain't no honor in being a president or a king. I'm the peon. I'm the castle builder. I got integrity. I ain't got blood on my hands. I do this by myself, not my dad or nobody before me. This is the world's biggest one-man project. And I'm just as newsworthy as Bradley Wiggins or John Alloway or Arnold, the world's biggest weightlifting trophy with no anabolic steroids.
All
and an
natural.
Olympic gold medal every day, not just once every 4 years. I'm newsworthy for a good reason. I'm not murdering nobody, and I'm no criminal politician. I don't sell out. I'm just getting a good start. The government's going to comply to all this. This time the government has no choice in the matter.